Tig just waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and he's going to say thank you very, very much for our first kill of the map. Vinny's making the move. Tig does get that one, and rent-free.
Gustav coming over here. They're keeping eyes. They know exactly who is over here as they see that first knock. A nice grenade from Shrimzy gets the double, and now all of a sudden Santastico is the last, or Sparking rather, the last player left alive. Falcons know exactly where he is though.
Yeah, and you know, the old saying goes, you can't kill two birds with one stone, and you ain't going to kill 4 Falcons with 1 rock either.
He's just hiding in the one place that he knows he can go, but those smokes gonna force him to pull back. Yeah, look at that. The second he pops up, he gets spotted by Tig. Tig on 672 damage right now already. So Falcons, they stick it out long enough, and they manage to collect the points. They've got 6 already.
The BZ, the flames, that BZ, is it going to spread? Those damn things bounce so far, but I think they'll catch them in the midst. Is there a gap? There's a gap. Oh, there's somehow a gap.
Oh my god, the tiniest of gaps. Lopez trying to find somewhere, but no, Tiggleton will take him down.
How often would Falcons have 7 kills and Kick has none of them? I think he's realizing now how difficult it is to IGL. He's realized, okay, now I know why Hunter didn't really drop double digits in kills all the time. Tiggleton, he catches out Halo. It's the Hail Mary play from Liquid as they try to make the center dot. And if I'm Toyo, I'm trying to stay alive, but Shrimzy makes sure he can't. 9 for Falcons. They're just, what level on kills? And they get the chicken dinner in the end. They get the win.
2,000-ish damage, Gibson. 2,000-ish damage in one game. What?
Did he actually get that? There's no way. Falcons pushing through X10 in Picado as this fight has finally come to a head. The circle has moved away from the city itself, rent-free, down in the gas station and apartments on the other side of the road, keeping eyes on it as well. Kalnix and Frank's the last 2 alive here for X10.
Kalnix and Franks are going to try to wrap around, but the res is occurring. Out in the open, Tiggleton gets caught out, but he drops prone at the perfect time. But Tony has just an angle on Tiggleton's toesies, so he'll keep on moving. Kerak with a huge nade, by the way, on the other side of this one. He's doing a ton of damage for Affinity, but it ain't looking good for Falcon. Shrimzy and Kick now, the last 2 players alive. The old 1-2 wombo combo. They'll need to work against what's left of X10 and still get into the zone.
See the shotgun still in hand, one in for X10. Shrimzy still has his as he hears the footsteps right outside the window. We'll move away just in time. 1 grenade in hand. He's going to hear one coming his way as well. Try to pull back down. Nice shot. We'll get down Cloudera. And Franks is going to go down as well. Falcons spring the trap at the perfect time, and they will take down X10.
Through 3 maps, and they're hunting Falcons. Emmy in trouble, though. Shrimzy's nade. That's going to get the first knock. The third nade should be able to flush that one out, but this ain't looking good for Toyo.
To provide that support to Kickstart, so here comes the utility train. Gustav will find the knock with the Panzerfaust onto Capitan, as Toyo down to next to no HP. More utility being sent by Falcons, but they misplace it. They're throwing it at the wrong Dorito.
Tony and the Athletes of Christ starting to put some Overwatch onto this one as they look up from on high as Vixen gets knocked, or gets the knock on the Kickstart, and Souls gets another. Toyo are flying here, but Gustav comes over from Europe and dominates. A couple of kills on the board, and it's all down to Snakers. He's got a UAZ and he's got a shield, but he's backfilled by Shrimzy. He gets it alongside Kickstart. And look, the Athletes of Christ have gone down as well. Falcons just annihilating everybody around them.
They're taking knocks though. Kickstart and Shrimzy now the last one alive. Shrimzy's taking AFI on by himself. He's gonna find 2. He's gonna find all of them. Shrimzy gets 3 kills. Falcons up to 10 as they continue to fight their way in from the south. Kickstart, his attention is fully on Bestia, the 4-man squad from Bestia.
Richie B making the business happen right now. Falcons taking tail-end shots, and it's going to be Kickstart that gets the last half.
Falcons are going for it. They're going to run into each other in the middle of the hills. Seat swapping going on. Gats and Bizzler will hop out of the vehicle, but Falcons are right there. Jam bringing up the rear. Can they get him before Jam arrives? They can. Rent-free goes down, and Falcons doesn't take a knock. And they're going to try to take the fight over here towards Toyo after Liquid just dispatched of Duel. Toyo does the exact same thing to them. Capitan, just a few hairs of health left. He's going to go down to blue. Falcons know it. They're up to 5 kills.
It's going to be 55 finally eliminated, but I mean, 55, respect, managed to make it way later than a lot of other squads.
They sure did. That's a good start for them. Falcons trying to make their way in. They're going to spot out Gladiator, take him down, as I think they may be aware of Lopez. Yeah, right on that rock. We'll send the flaming fires down upon him, force him to run, and then we'll just shoot the flaming man. Gustav will be the one that gets that knock, as No Way is down to just DNL. But Bestia starting to get a little bit more active here.
Falcons are a bit more trapped than they wanted to be on this push. DNL has a great sight line and tons of cover to continue to play from. That's going to force a lot more movement into this position, and Fana now starting to steal this out. Finally, Shrimsy takes down DNL and gives them a bit more breathing space, but it's going to be instantly taken over by Tony up on top. Shrimsy spots him, but this is a nice crunched position coming up with just 2 players from Athletes of Christ.
My feed froze up a little bit there for a second, but it looks like Falcons now realize that Bestia is coming behind them, but it might be a little bit too little too late, as they're alive by the grace of the smokes here. That high ground for Athletes of Christ. Oh, that's a big knock from Benya onto Tony, though.
Fana playing this one now all by his lonesome up there, and he has pissed off the Falcons. Problem is, the Falcons still have to deal with Bestia so close on top of him. Finally, Athletes of Christ go down, and that creates much more movement space to deal with.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough for Falcons. So Tiggleton, though, he's going to get the double knock, and now it's a 2v1. Tiggleton, the last one alive, but he's got the blue at his back. He's forced to move, and Bestia will get the win with 10 kills.
This is going to be an absolutely banger urban ending.
I mean, you can see what Falcons does. Yeah, I mean, they sent one, but I mean, this was the, they had the C4. That's what it was. You heard the beeping, or at the last second, Shrimsy gets 2. The rest of the boys have arrived, though, in New Gen All-Stars, down to just Iga. He will slide through the smokes, try to stay alive a little bit longer, as Tiggleton will flush out a kill.
Iga just trying to get away right now. Gonna be around the outside. Falcons find it, and this is just a symptom of the circle because nobody wants to make the push in yet. Slabby.
Sneaky boy. You sneaky.
He doesn't have anything.
He has nothing.
He just pressure.
Oh, no. That's,
no.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure if that was even... that might have been sent by his own teammate. I don't know. But Slabby will survive for the time being. Frogman does get spotted out by Shrimsy, as Falcons will collect their first kill, despite having, as you said, so much damage. Falcons forcing Wolves to peek their heads back down. 550 damage for Tig already.
It's go time. Falcons got to move. Duel was trying to get in the circle, and they were going to stop that one in its tracks. Rolly's down. Should be quickly flushed. Bestia is going to have to move from the south. 55 right on top of him. Rent Free's going to have to try to get in the circle. Toyo keeping control on top. But Falcons, I think that they're finding a way to cut a path in the circle, finally finding those kills that they were wanting. And it looks like Solds is going to be the biggest problem for Kurt, as he's going to have a couple of friends on both sides of the road coming after him. Kickstart, though, playing the top of the road. Solds runs right into the wrong neighborhood. He goes down fast. That's going to keep Kurt alive inside the smokes for a lot longer. Is he going to go for some type of clutch play, or is he just going to hope the Falcons defend him? He's going to go for it. Gets the shots onto one, just continuing to spray, but he's going to go down. Lots of damage. Nobody can pounce on it, though.
Oh, Kurt. Kickstart, unfortunately, will get picked off by Pippa, so that's going to be Falcons down to 3, but Bestia have to make a move forward, and Gustav is online. He'll find the knock as Falcons up to 10 kills.
Solds trying to get a back flank onto Falcons because Toyo's position is extremely vulnerable, specifically to the Falcons' positioning. If they can keep Falcons on the other side of the road or have just killed them there, then they would have gotten a more safety to maybe contest what's going on with Athletes of Christ. Athletes of Christ who've been bunkered down for a long time! Shrimsy, though, does get the knock onto one of the players for Bestia. Athletes of Christ, though, like I was saying, have to start being a little bit scared of all these nades. But right now, they all seem to be going Bestia's direction.
They sure do, and Athletes of Christ, for their part, they are starting to move around. They're not hiding inside the BRDM anymore. It might not be an option for them anymore. As you see all that flaming wreckage over there, more utility getting sent over. There you go, the double knock onto Benya and Vinny from Shrimsy. It's going to leave it all down to Pippa.
Yeah, Falcons bold push onto this. There's no Pippa on the side of the road. Nade comes out from LFP, manages to steal one of them away, and Falcons are like, no, ours. Tiggleton pops up, gets 2 of the players from Athletes of Christ down. Go ahead and finish it out with a nade. Tig popping off.
There they go. They're starting to farm now. 14 kills for Falcons, up into second place still. Look how far behind they are. They're still 20 points back.
Finding out a little bit of the movement. Shrimzy looks like he's just going to throw a flash. Both sides of it blind. Hey, it doesn't matter. Shrimzy doesn't need eyes. He's just that good.
Yeah, you know, why not? Well, Emmy, the last one up here is Tig going to get the knock on the fakes in. So Emmy tries to come over there and take advantage of Tig while he's looking far, as you can see their pockets are just bursting with presents, and that will do it for Toyo. And now it is down to Rent Free and Falcons.
1,300 damage on Tig, 8 kills. This guy is racking them up. 17 kills right now. They're trying to make this a 2-horse race for the top of the leaderboard. Gustav trying to push forward, but it's going to be Shrimzy that gets knocked on to Jam. Just one player up for Rent Free, and it's going to be the Falcons. Take it. 19 kills. Big come up.
I think Rent Free might be getting one back as well. Team Falcons, they see that Panzerfaust, or the BRDM rolling around. Tig's got the Panzer ready and waiting. Yep, goodbye, Bizzler. Easy peasy. And now Falcons, they have a BRDM of their own. Oh, wait, never mind. It's on fire.
It's a little bit on fire. That's okay. It's just cover for the time being. And Rent Free, no rent to be had. Bestia, I don't even know where these guys go. Playing over into the east, both bridges are pretty much held. I guess you could kind of wrap through the blue, but the way that these squads are playing, they look like they're beelining it more in.
That is what they have. They got a nice ridge line to play around and a lot of things to move around with as Ojoshi.
It's okay. It's okay. Nobody sees. Oh. There's a chance where they can now spin this around, but with the way that the building is set, Rock is getting enough time to try to get their meds back up.
My God,
though,
Kane.
he is not done.
Go ahead, son. We'll spot out another one as Rock is just getting picked apart, but Shrimzy will be the one that takes him down in the end. And now Kickstart. Oh, Shrimzy's smoke is about to go down, and Kickstart has been pinned out. But RBN, he tries to just run for it. Kickstart's going to find him. And now Sparking is the last one alive. He's got the Dorito, though. He'll use that hard cover, and Falcons will survive and get their second win in a row with 11 kills. They have taken first place away from the Athletes of Christ.
Circle pops away like you were expecting it. X10 to the east of this is going to have to move in. It's just mostly going to be the road that Wolf keeps control of, as well as New Gen All-Stars / Toyo / Team Liquid's compound. It's going to be what everybody's going to be fighting for. So Falcons going to make the commit. They want to get involved. External from this one, though, it is going to be X10 trying to get involved. So going to have to play the wide sides away from everything to keep it as safe as possible. Falcons reads it perfect.
Yeah, they've narrowed it down. They've found pretty much everybody, and now it's just down to finishing them off, as No Way is slowly getting taken down one by one. Shrimzy actually going to get knocked, but No Way will get taken out in the end. And Falcons will be able to get Shrimzy back on his feet. And Bestia all have to kind of look over in that direction. It looks like Bestia is actually going to try to wrap over to the west. So that's one player removed, at least for now. As you see Falcons still, they've got eyes on X10 from range.
This is going to be pretty brutal to watch. This is just going to be cyberbullying. As about, I don't know, 15 people are going to be picking on 10, trying to find some way to make something happen. Wolf has at least managed to get box across into those shacks on the other side. Mostly Falcons putting in the work on X10. Toyo not wanting to go for the peaks. And New Gen All-Stars just trying to make sure that nobody really runs up close to them. Falcons actually the only ones holding back everybody right now. I think everybody's worried about close-range threats. Falcons, I think, has realized, okay, we can't even really worry about Toyo.
Oh, that's C4?
Nope. Yeah, that's a C4. We do have a way to deal with Toyo. And it's going to be Gustav.
They're having fun
hazing
now.
the new guy.
Yeah, why did they send Gustav? Oh no, he lost a tire. Oh no.
Don't worry, Gustav. Nobody saw the fact that you didn't realize your tire was already popped. It's fine.
Bro, why are you gonna put the new guy in the car with the C4 with no tire? Dude, that's so brutal. And the circle collapses again. Team Liquid still have that high ground. Toyo finally making that push, but what a grenade to slow things down.
Got a little bit of a cover and shield, and Shrimzy runs out into the blue, at least feeds the information over. Now just chunking out every single flash. Tig got to deal with Fake Zen as well as Emmy on the high side of this one. New Gen All-Stars not providing too much support yet, but it looks like they are going to be wrapping back behind Toyo. Toyo's realized that this could be a big problem for him. They have to peek back over it, but Emmy holds the line for his squad. Tiggleton's going to use the opportunity. Run back over to Dorito. He takes a ton of damage, though. He has to run away from it. Nade's going to be falling down. Thicksen's going to go down. It's going to be Team Liquid's Cowboy across the circle that spots him. Tig gets his health back up. He just sees free points and just noms him up. Playing this one patiently. He's got the Panzerfaust at the ready, waiting to see if he can spot out anybody he knows. They're all going to be lined up right on top of each other. Picks that one up easy.
Yeah, and for Alo, unfortunately, it was a Panzer in his pocket. Shrimsy was also happy to see him, though, so there is that. The double nades going to where Shrimsy was.
A lot of pressure now mounting onto Tig, but you can see he just hasn't been able to get any clean angles onto it. It's just going to be him and Kickstart with a little bit of a mini crossfire between the two. Tig does spot out Kurt, though. Now he can shift into a new point using this new hillside, try to set it up. Kickstart just watching his teammate in Shrimsy slowly bleed out. A little bit more utility being thrown onto Team Liquid, but Team Liquid's Kurt just trying to creep his way forward closer and closer. Shots do come out. It's going to be Kickstart this time. Team Liquid with no options, just having to walk right into a kill box.
And this is exactly where Kickstart really thrives as well. Getting into the midst of these gunfights, Tiggleton is having himself a phenomenal PAS so far. 4 kills on the board. Sprinting up over the hill is one. Luke 12's got the blue at his back, and he's going to fall. Falcons extending their lead at the top. 7 kills, 129 points. I like the teams that play the high ground, like Rock here, like what No Way are trying to do. Try to impart your will on a... Tiggleton, would you please stop farming the lobby? It's just not fair.
Duel does spot out Slabby, doesn't take the shots just yet. Poor old Comp, though, he's got a ton of friends, and that's going to be Pest Control eliminated, and this is just right below the firefight that's going up on top. You're firmly surrounded. There is no free angle around you.
Will he get his one, though? That's the question. He peeks up, spots out Tiggleton. Steal the BRDM. No! Tiggleton gets the shots, because of course it's Tig again. His team, I think I saw him leading the way in damage in that game. He had 5 kills at one point. Speaking of a man who's fragging out, here's Tig.
Tig, low side of it. Easy shots to set up. Pest Control just continuing having rotation woes. Just got too close. The rest of Falcons following it up. Hot and Spicy is just going to go ahead and get flushed out. K-Mine, though, is going to take down Gustav and get the flush onto him. So at least 1 point back in retaliation for 2 players still up. Where do you even go on the other side of this one? Pest Control, they're just kind of roaming across the top of this hill, and they can't really figure out where they want to go.
Tig should not have lost that fight, but he did. Massive credit to the Bizzler, standing up on business. Kick, gets the knock from a mile away, and he's opened up the door.
Haven all isolated by himself. Kickstart spotted out. Honey Badger running into this right up against the blue zone, taking some damage down below half. Could he be trying to go for the res? He is, and now Kickstart's got to run in as fast as possible. The bridge, it denied it. Kickstart back onto the push. Nade does connect onto Bizzler to get the knock onto him. It's a follow-up knock, so that's going to be pretty quick. He wants this to go fast. This is still going to be a problem as they have to cross. Wolf looks like they're trying to set up to catch anybody that's going to be crossing. Jam is also landing back in. He got called back. Kickstart doing a little bit of a pick around. No. Badger, no. Self-nades just being a problem right now.
We have seen a clinic on how not to throw a nade, but No Way have a great spot here as well. And look at that. Tony gets the knock on to Benya.
Good nade. Lands right next to Wolf. Snakers is going to go down. Follow-up nade rolls right on top of Flood. And suddenly Wolf thought that they had this under control. It is down to just Vox. Gets a retaliation nade back into the face of Kickstart, but Falcons gonna have to see if they can capitalize off this. This is gonna be a much riskier push. Slabby is gonna hit from the side of this one from No Way, and that's why Falcons can't move in to capitalize as much as they want to. It is just third and fourth parties, but the circle at least pops back over. It looks like Vox is gonna commit and go after a res onto H-Win. The second too late as far as one section of it, but they spot out the tail end. Couple of good shots.
Kill.
Kickstart gets Frogman down, and he makes it look easy.
That's a big knock and kill there. That's going to increase the gap now over the Fee in second place. Bad news for the athletes of Christ, but great news for both Liquid and Falcons. Tiggleton is going to line up the mortar as Shrimsy gets another knock onto X10. Toyo eliminated as Snakers will get a knock as well. Sparking putting in the work onto that side. And X10 might be about to fall here as well. And yes, they do. Sparking will get the kills confirmed. 6 kills for Rock now, as they're just 6 points behind Liquid, who hold the other side of the circle by themselves. Shrimsy going down by the hands of K-Mine and Santastico combining to put in the work. Falcons don't need this, but FE are down too, so it doesn't really matter at this point in time. But Santa showing us why he was the MVP back at EWC.
Duel! They still continue to be king of the mountain, as now Falcons have moved in the foothills just below them.
And on the third day, FE couldn't rise again to get on top. And with that being the case, Falcons now are on a victory lap as Tiggleton turns his attention to Penta in Infinity up on high. Nice spray isn't nice enough though.
More than ever is finished to finish things off here today. But there you go. Team Falcons are going to be your PAS1 Finals 1 champions. Speaking of top spots, Gibson, goodness, 7,100 damage for the Tiggleton with 37 kills. Is he back?
37 kills over 15 maps is insane. 7,100 damage. The survival time is up there with the best, like getting to an average of 25. Tiggleton is one of the GOATs for a reason, and I don't think anybody can say anything bad about him. I'm excited to see if he can carry this on next week.